NCPD 发言人 Sarah Kroksky 京都。你好，美女，欢迎来到我们的节目。
你好 Ziggy， 很荣幸能来到这里。
怎么样，来演播室的路上还算顺利吧？没有碰上劫匪或者是飞车党吧？
没有，夜之城的街道治安状况如今每天都在一点。
听到没有？
Spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues. No carjackings or drive-bys along the way?
No. Fortunately, the streets of Night City are getting safer every day. We've seen more than 7 straight floors.
Hear that?
What treat, hide and seek? Coming, ready or not?
Get outside.
Носа потекло. Найду тебя, сука, и ноги повыдержу. Когда не убью.
Careful, they heard something.
Show yourself, damn it!
They'll see us. Get out of sight.
Понеслась звезда погоди.
I'll help. What the fuck? Don't think I lied here! I'm done playing around! Take him out quick. Now I'm really pissed off! We find you one way or another. You hear? Taking fire! Careful, they heard something. this! I'm done playing around! Smells like purple methanine. Must be cooking RPM here.
RPM. Used to sprinkle it on my breakfast.
Now I'm really pissed off! You asked for this! I'm done playing around! Now I'm really pissed off!
Fucking end!
You asked for this!
OK，
Мачете, сука!
哦，手就可以弃掉。
I'm done playing around!
Решайте!
keep going. Do something, V. Fucking dying over here.
Covers. Classic. Can't go wrong.
Except these are solid steel, not the soft-core plastic kind. Even if you come here on your own, gunning to become a star, there's no guarantee you're ever getting out. That's a maintenance room. See what I can stir up. Gutted out all her implants. And why stop there? Took a few internal organs while they were at it.
How so very resourceful.
Scabs. No matter how many you stamp out, there'll always be more crawling around somewhere.
Figure you've made their acquaintance.
Afraid so.
There's nobody checks on us and every day is chill. That we don't have to stand outside all day in the rain.
哎，普通人类，设定那边有那个啦，禁止那个色情的。你要跳到最外面，你要跳到最外面有个游玩设计，这边会有个裸露镜子，你就可以不会拍到那个裸体的。要跳到主选单。
This is the fucking end!
哦，来了。还搬什么？到这里啊。走开，走开。这条路尽头。 封了，封起来。走开，走开。对，不用急，你很爱事情要一次到位，没有做事情的，都是慢慢来。好。这一区就好，你一定要一大区，我真搞不懂。哦，我就怕那个而已啊。那跟怕那个一点关系都没有，一点关系都没有。你要自己检讨，都是几岁的人？哪里？哎，不是那一区，往哪去？洗狗的。哎呀，你知道有多么的铺张浪费，买一堆用不到的垃圾。啊，那个不行，不 OK。放地上就好了，你看我怎么办？哎，很奇怪你们。啊，哦。啊！哦，受不了。
are you?
Close to the studio, I think. You find anything useful?
Read up the elevator. Should be easier to get out of here.
You really don't fuck around, do you? Wait 1 sec for me.
我哪里在？我被乱看。
Oh, see them up ahead. Let's find her. Hang in there, Ev.
Maybe she's here already.
Thank fuck.
哎呀，我可以靠，要把它折成短裤是怎样？摩擦了，摩擦了，没差啦，以后还有很多买不到的。
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain. Wait until I cut her link.
拿铁就好了，有燕麦就加燕麦。
Grab it and tell me when you're gonna yank it. I'll break the link at my end at the same time. All right, let's do this. Wait for my signal. Here goes. Now!
我把太快了。
Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me? Oh. Hey, Evelyn. I need you to tell me who hired you. Seriously, V! You gotta do this now? Let's get her somewhere safe. Fast, too. Which way? I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators. Elevators it is, then.
Come on, is it really that hard? Please, just one. For me?
Smoking's for posers, and it stinks, too.
Say whatever the fuck you want, but just light up.
No.
Non-smokers are the fucking worst. Just my luck. We going in?
What's there to wait for? Didn't go through hell and back just to stand in front of a door. Oh shit, not good.
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
You're mad at her. Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have
I
any
know.
other-
It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
Okay, show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V. I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
Listen, Evelyn, I really need your help. It's important. If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
Well now, look at you.
Have a seat.
All right, roll it. Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable. Glad you managed to salvage him in the first place.
Needs a second to load.
Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
我们直冲主线哦，没有要走支线，支线都是顺手。
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here, we give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
What am I looking out for?
By a lady new
Peter. I'll find a clue. What am I...
Take a look around if you want.
I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? What about his messages?
Only, it's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
Might not be important.
Maybe, but all of them are from Pacifica. Narrows down our search, at least.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of... What am I looking out for? What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here, we give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything
What about
else
his,
we need
what
from
about
the
his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you.
What am I looking out for?
By a lady new...
Every single piece of tech I see?
真
Security?
假这么快就收走了
We？ need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that you suspect nothing. Try to be your usual
打他
relaxed.
头就好。
And if he...
就是那么急。
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest. That you spin the virtue. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
What am I looking at? Every single piece of tech I see?
Wow.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be perfect. It's most important that he suspect nothing.
And if he starts talking about the biochip
Where you
himself,
hear this?
should I...
That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies. That is your one job.
无聊没了。
The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
啊 ，Q 爆，一直都这样子啊。
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout. We need a layout of it. We will get everything else we need from this virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait, Boris. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back, we give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern.
Can't see her face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her.
What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica. Alright, think we got everything. Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into... I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. Pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swept the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Oui, lui aller. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, côté bien. On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen de nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos coups. Pour chance là. Vous gagnez un plus bon leader? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
What language is she speaking? Dunno.
Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying.
Oui, lui aller. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent.
Try scanning the phone.
On n'est pas enragé.
Got it. Give it a second.
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Probably why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Caught another name. Something like... Silverhand?
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
J'avais qui si le tu pouvais déjà aller.
Oui, lui aller. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour te bien.
Vous pensez que ça a fait nous un problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen de nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos coups. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Moi t'as quoi même j'avais qui si le a mené nous direct sous Alt.
Vous gagnez un plus bon leader? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
Déjà allé?
Oui, oui, allez. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent. Oui, oui, allez. En plus,
moi t'as nous direct sur
moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver. Vous gagnez un plus bon leader? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
来，这在干嘛？本来就要休息啦，来干嘛？每天都在做那些奇怪的事情。
Oui, oui, allez. Vous avez raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour te bien.
Vous pensez que ça a fait un problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen de nous gagner pour nous arriver.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
Faut que nous prenions
All right, disconnecting.
Moi t'as quoi même j'avais qui si
怕蜘蛛就不要堆，你的房间还有你的房间呢。到底是从什么时候开始变这样子？
Biochip we stole? It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff in my head.
Of course.
Know who they are, who the woman is? Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got
no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried that I'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
I'll ask around. Make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
See you around, Judy.
Right. Thanks, V.
What's shaking?
Need to make contact with the Voodoo Boys chief if you can swing it.
All right. Straight to heavy business. Now, that'd be Maman Brigitte. Be tough getting a word into her.
I was led to believe you could arrange anything.
Ah! Now that sounded like my third wife every time she wanted a new purse.
Maman Brigitte. That sounds like a spooky cult alias.
Have not had the pleasure of asking her personally, but it is what everybody calls her. Doubt the title has any real religious weight, though. Voodoo Boys play pretty fast and loose with their Haitian heritage.
Really don't do any biz with them?
Not with the chefs, chefins, priests, and whatnot. All got dirigible-sized egos, won't talk to lowly me. But if you insist, I can ask around, try to set something up. I'll just need some details first.
Sorry, it's personal.
Well, that's fucking helpful.
Got something they want.
Truly? Want to sell something to the VDBs? Trust me, they don't want it, they don't need it. They're isolated, insulated, they got their own contracts, tech, networks. But, have it your way. Okay, I'll see what I can do and get back to you.
Hey, V. The NCPD got a call about a cyber psycho and actually sent a patrol this time. But it's been a few hours with no report back. Either those cops got scared and bounced, or... Anyway, could you check it out for me? Be much appreciated.
What now? Off back up. Heads open, drag the bodies inside. I told you.
Hey.
In you go.
Get you anything? Hey, what gives? You feeling all right?
Chuma mine earned a spot on the menu here.
That chulo bowl with the bun? Yeah, well, sorry to hear.
Remember his drink? The recipe?
Vodka on the rocks, lime juice, and ginger beer.
And a splash of love.
That's right. In the drink's name.
A Jackie Wells.
Right. Well, the first Jackie Wells is on me.
Could definitely go for a drink.
Tough day?
Like any other.
So, what'll it be?
This trouble? The net around me? You know it. I lost everything.
Let me be plain. Again. Solve your own problems. Clean up your own shit.
Go fuck yourself. Be careful who you bargain with.
Hey, interested in some work?
Need a fixer. Got something that can't wait.
Let her in. Not here, not there. Who are you?
Name's V.
And what is it you want, V?
All these years, it's really her. Fucking rogue, just kicking it back on a couch at the afterlife. Don't mess with her, she's got MRIs, see right through you. Give her the truth.
Need your services. Gotta track a guy down.
Mm-hmm.
Anders Hellman. Hotshot engineer, worked for Arasaka.
Millisec. Anders Hellman. Pinpoint him for me?
Thanks.
Jumping too soon. First, my help's got a price. Second and third, Dexter Deshawn, Jackie Wells, T-Bug. Multiple bells ringing, V. Left a lot of bodies behind. Death walks in your wake. Chalk that up to bad luck?
There's the bitch I know. Ask her about Saka Tower. How they shot me up right in front of her.
They knew the risks. All sorts of shit happens. To all sorts of people. Even to the best. To you too, Rogue. Arasaka Tower. Remember? Who'd you lose back then? Johnny something?
Ah. You came prepped. Of course. Anyways, feelings be damned, I've always said. This is pure biz. You need my help, so get those eddies ready.
Mm-hmm. See?
Uh-huh. And if I don't have the scratch, it's fuck off and have a nice day.
No, more like come back when you do. Them's the breaks.
Mm-hmm. Then, see ya. Soon.
You know where to find me.
Doing what?
A business opportunity. Cargo transport. Get from A to B, quick and quiet. Interested?
You ought to run this by a fixer first.
Fuck the middleman. They're cash drains.
Attitude like that won't get you far in this line of work.
I don't need a consultant. I need a transporter. Will you do it or not?
I'm listening.
It's simple. You go to the Kabuki waterfront, collect the package, give me a call, then I tell you how to deliver it. Very straightforward.
Mm-hmm. Everything except my pay.
Don't worry. There's a bonus in it for you. Imported and duty-free.
Duty-free and detail-free.
Yes, but altogether fair. It's a simple job, generously compensated. Do you accept?
Yeah, sure, I'm in.
Good. I knew we'd find acceptable terms. Head to the Kabuki waterfront, then search for a fridge with the words, "No future." Once you locate it, collect what you find inside, then call me for further instructions.
Mm-hmm. Till then, I guess.
You see anything? Hang on just a little longer, Chum. Ripper's on the way. Fuck. Rotten luck. Hey! Why aren't we at the hospital? Might not come after us here. Ah! Fuck. Say something, Shell. Anything. What do you mean? You're not coming. Coming, dog. You'll be here 5 minutes later.
哦，看，对啊，哦，没有，是刚刚打扫的时候那个灰尘。呼，哦，没了，15000了。没有戴口罩。
Get you anything?
Hey, Rogue. Got the scratch. Got the cred for the Hellman job.
Fine. Anders Hellman. Flick me the deeds. 2, please. Make some room. Sit down.
Hope you found him.
Don't see that often. Determination like yours. Must really need this guy.
Matter of life and death.
Haven't heard that for a while either. Bottle stays. Go ahead. Enjoy.
To your health.
To yours, kid. Gonna need it.
¿Qué? ¿Pero si acabas de salir? ¿Te agarraron otra vez? Me lleva la puta chingada.
Thanks, Nix.
Caca en la cabeza.
Queen of the afterlife. Who would have thunk?
Got a shard for you. Intel. Interesting stuff.
Think she'll help?
The rogue I remember was one cold-ass bitch. But she usually went with her gut. Something tells me she thinks you'd check out.
Let's see what you got.
Your Hellman's not on any payroll, not officially anyway. But he does pop up in GNT's confidential stacks. It's a Kang Tao subsidiary, Chinese corp. Kang Tao's been using them as a fig leaf for years. They're masked for more sensitive operations. All that clear?
Think you can track him down?
Getting a mark on him ought to be easy. Actually grabbing him? Another story entirely. Decrypted map of upcoming Kang Tao convoy routes.
Think Hellman might be in one of them?
帅起来！
He is. Which one?
Take a look at the specs on this one. A lone AV, no ground support, no linked cargo manifests either.
Weird.
Sure, Kang Tao sometimes transports stuff unregistered if they want to push it under the table. But catch the load on this AV. Already approved in the system, but too low. So definitely no cargo on board.
Huh.
But there's a passenger list. Kang Tao security detail plus 1 VIP. Transfer from Chan T.
Our boy Hellman.
That was the good news.
There it is.
Data's all confidential. You just snap your fingers and it falls in your lap.
I know where to look, and I know whose head to put in a vice. Also, hate wasting time, especially answering stupid questions.
So what's the bad news?
Bad news is the extraction site. Look, Night City airspace. All this.
No way to jack the transport without the NCPD picking up on it.
And here, we're too close to Kang Tao. We even give that AV a dirty look, their backup hustle will be on us. But, right here's Jackson Plains. Narrow corridor, just outside the city, and just out of Kang Tao's reach.
Guess it's your lucky day.
Dead zone. I'll grab him there.
Gonna need a native to the area. Someone who'll set up the op, cobble together the gear.
Even tracking that AV will be a bitch. Familiar with the type. Saw legacy models flying around during the war. They're mammoth, but they're quick. Plus, they pack next-gen defenses. Can't take potshots at it, not even with serious firepower. Just won't work.
It's not about firepower. There are ways, and people who know them. Or who can at least improvise on a theme.
So a native. Know any hick mercs?
Just one. Panam Palmer. She can't count on her clan anymore, but she's a true nomad. She knows those lands. And she will help you. Won't have a choice.
Won't have a choice? Does not sound enticing. Not for her, not for me.
Enticing comes at a price you can't possibly afford.
Can't possibly afford to blow this chance at Nab and Hellman.
Your operation, your call.
Got a bad feeling, V.
Can't be trusted if her clan banished her. Sorry, just not willing to pay you for help like that.
Actually, she walked away. Said it was about the family, its future, nomad ideals, blah 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 blah. I stopped listening a few words in.
Thought you preferred to know who you're dealing with.
I know enough. Besides, when someone starts spouting ideals, it's probably about something else. Power, usually. Fortunately, not my biz, not yours. Panam's capable and stands to help you. That's all you need to know.
Why's Panam gotta help me? I sense a catch. Pretty big one.
Occasionally, Panam moves merch for me. Last job? Well, wasn't a good day for her.
She run into a hitch.
Complete bust, actually. Lost the goods and her ride. Panam will do anything to get the load back. Means her dignity. I know her.
Okay. Guess I can try to help her, but if we don't know where to look, I mean...
We do. I do.
Fine, let me hear what you know.
Rocky Ridge, ghost town just outside Night City. Panam knows where. You'll go there, get the merch back, wheels too. Naturally, you'll call her first. Sending you her deeds.
Ah, finally. Let's get out of here.
You're wasting my time.
All clear. Thanks.
Good luck.
Pinche culera hija de la chingada. ¿Qué pedo? ¿De qué chingados hablas? No, no voy a oír esas pendejadas. Pedazo de mierdas, mi cerebro.
I can't. Hey, Panam. Got your number from Rogue. Name's V.
Great. Where's that old warhorse want to kick me now?
Forget Rogue for a minute. I want to help you.
Oh, very kind. But it's far too little, far too late. So do tell Rogue she can eat my shorts.
Tell it to your therapist. Calling about your ride and the merch you lost. Interested? Or are you gonna tell me to eat your shorts too?
The rail freight yard on Bonita Street. The one hugging the city line. We'll meet there.
See ya.
Get you anything? Hang on just a little longer, Choo. Ripper's on the way.
وقفة
Got something for me?
Well, it's like I said. Whatever you're peddling, the BTBS are just not in the market. But they have another task that needs doing, so I volunteered. Do it well, and you'll get your audience with Brigitte.
What's this task needs doing?
What? You're gonna go picky on me now? The contact will fill you in on the deets. I got zero from him. Actually, got the impression I'd have to pay for every word out of his mouth.
Okay, so who do I talk to and how?
Hit the chapel on Sloan. Look for the altar inside. Someone will touch you, nod to you. Something spooky.
Got it, thanks.
Since we're gonna work together, only right to say hello. They call me El Capitan, and they call you V.
See, no introductions necessary. Already took care of that.
Someone comes to me with biz, I take care of it. I eat, sleep, and breathe biz. Remember that.
Aye, aye, Captain.
While we're at it, you need fresh wheels, bikes? I got it all. Real good prices. So hit me up anytime, you hear?
Hey, Panam?
So you're V. Where's my car?
Agree to help me, you'll find out.
Oh, fuck no. You will not jerk me around. Tell me where my car is.
Hey, come on. Calm down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine. Know where to find the cargo and your car, but you go alone, you won't get them back. And you could lose something else besides. So let's figure something out.
What do you want?
Need to hit a Kangtao transport. Won't be easy. Want to know I can count on you.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
About you or the job. Kangtao's AV route will take it over Jackson Plains. Heard that should help us.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Gonna be a guy on board. Need to talk to him.
Fuck.
In return, info on your cargo, help in getting back what's yours. We got a deal.
I don't know. Shit! Alright, deal. But if you want your thing done, we'll need to get my Thornton back first. So where is it?
Thought this was mostly about the merch.
Fuck the merch. With that ride, I can take any transport job in town. Without it, only thing I can move is pizza. Maybe.
Car's in Rocky Ridge. You're supposed to know where that is. Car's there, goods are there.
Nash, you dirt-eating bastard. I will strangle you.
Nash a chum of yours? He hang you out to dry?
Do not call him that.
Fine. Partner.
Former. If ever. Shiv tricked me. Straight nipped my truck and the merch. Probably now aims to sell it off in Rocky Ridge. Is he ever going to be fucking disappointed?
Rocky Ridge. Let's go.
Hang on. I should think this through. Fuck. Yes. We'll need backup. We have one brief stop to make on the way.
Want to tell me where?
Give me a sec. I should call the client. Convince them to leave the bastard hanging.
Going ahead with the deal behind Rogue's back. Brave, I guess. Or fucking dumber than a drum.
Boz, hey. Nash is gonna pass you the merch in Rocky Ridge. The thing is, the motherfucker screwed me over. Boz, I will take care of it. I just need you to give me a chance. Boz, come on. How many times have I moved things for you? And how many times have I failed? You have my word. After dark? Okay. No, don't call off the meet. Just don't show up. I'll take care of everything. Do you even have to ask? Of course I will. Thanks, Boz. You won't regret this. Okay. I have bought us some time.
Gave that meathead your word and he took it?
Is that surprising? It's called having a reputation. You should try getting one of your own.
Who the hell's Boz? Won't cause us any grief, I hope.
Boz is a stand-up guy. 6th Street.
You drive for gang goons.
Is that not allowed? Street punks need things moved. I need money like anyone else.
So, where to now?
The Aldecaldo camp. I need to see some of the old clan.
Don't seem too excited.
That's not your concern. I still have friends there.
You know, used to ride with nomads too.
Truly? I never would have guessed.
Yep, Backer clan, back in the day. Didn't work out between us, so I landed in that city.
So we've something in common after all.
Good, let's roll.
Get in.
Where'd you get the ride? Straight out of some driveway in Rancho?
Yes, exactly. Is that a problem?
For me, no. Not at all. I mean, there's no accounting for taste.
Screw you.
How far's the camp?
Just past the city line. We'll jump on the 9 and head east.
How the hell did you land in this mess?
I liked the color. The air freshener and booster seat came extra.
You know I don't mean the car.
What am I supposed to tell you? That I'm not about to let my partner rob me and get away with it? That my fixer made me look like a goddamn fool? What about you? Why do you need that clown from the AV?
This particular clown's got intel I need. And I'm running out of time to get it.
So why didn't she tell me she knew about Nash?
Rogue, do better not to worry what her agenda might be.
God damn, I can't stand the bitch.
Guess you'll have to ask her yourself.
Oh, I'll be sure to. I'll especially ask why she told me to work with Nash, yet forgot to mention he was Raffen.
But seriously, didn't realize Nash was Raffen?
No, the sneak forgot to show me his Shiv card.
Don't you keep track of who's in the area? The Wraiths, right?
Until now, they mostly jumped corporate transporters down by Highway 64. I see you know things.
Nomad blood. Must have had her reasons.
You don't say. Rogue won't open her mouth without weighing the for and against. What to spill and what to withhold.
Well, would you look what the cat dragged in? Is that a ghost or is it just my hangover?
Fuck you two.
Mm-hmm. And who's this?
My babysitter. V, this is Scorpion. Mitch. 2 old friends.
Not a babysitter. Partner in crime.
Mm-hmm.
What brings you to these parts, city girl?
The big city got too small for her. Do you have any idea how angry the old man's gonna be when he sees you here?
I've just come by for a spell. Saul needn't know a thing.
Need your help.
With what? What's this about?
Raffen screwed Pan Am. Plan is to show him that was a bad idea.
How bad did they get you?
Bad enough to make me sit quietly through all your bullshit.
You know, we would do anything for you, sister.
But now? Now's hard.
Seriously? You won't help?
Well, the old man told us to sit tight and get those generators back up after the batteries went kaput.
Generators? You won't help because of some goddamn generators? Is this another joke?
哦，因为打扫。
Not this time. We're needed here.
Fuck. I don't believe this. So you'll stay put because Saul told you to. You couldn't care less about me.
Pan Am.
This isn't about Saul. It's about the clan.
You know that.
Listen, we can't leave camp, no chance, but Saul never said a thing about gear.
Okay. Well, I'll need that rifle of yours. And some of my own stuff.
Take whatever you want.
And take care of yourself out there.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll grab the gear, then be out of your hair.
Looks like you're stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
You disappointed?
I don't know. Maybe a little, yes.
Hey, Panam, are you staying a while?
No, I'll be going again soon. We'll talk next time.
Hey, Panam.
Have you brought someone new? Does Saul know?
Not your concern, friend. Will you help me with this?
What's inside?
A few odds and ends that should be useful. Take it. All right, that's everything. Let's go.
Did you figure out your differences with Saul? Will you come back?
Panam, you'll stop by later, right, honey?
Next time, Ellie. I promise. So, I'm off.
Yeah, go on, go already. Call us sometime.
Keep an eye on her, V.
Put it in the trunk.
We can go. Hop in.
哦 ，SSD 读的还是蛮快的。
Okay, we have arrived.
What do we do?
We get ready to greet the Raffins, and we've little time for that. We'll need to improvise. We should scout first, to look for anything that might be useful.
Doubt Rocky Ridge could be any dead. Everything is down. Nothing works here.
Well, have you found anything?
No dice. Nothing's up. All cut off.
Well, we'll make it work. The Raffins will roll in after dusk. We will have a surprise ready for them. We just need to get some power flowing. Let's check the substation.
Okay. the breakers, but there's no juice on them.
Not to worry. Come down. I know how to surprise the bastards. Right. So, the intersection is powered from that transformer substation, right? The switchgear on the roof. We'll flip the switch there and everything will light up like Christmas. Understood?
Fine idea. Let's get us some power. I'll look around for access points.
Great. They're likely to show up in numbers. We can't know how many. We need to outfox them, then get to my car somehow.
Relax. Got a few ideas. I'll try to play a little game with them at the intersection.
Hell yes. Perfect.
As soon as they see the lights, they'll have to check who, why, and how. Nova.
Yep. First we start up the control terminal below. The gear on the roof is a hunk of junk without it. Come on, we'll give it a boost from the car battery. That should do the trick. Wait for me by the substation. I'll bring the car around. The panel looks to be in good shape. I'll make a bypass circuit to the power supply. That should do it. We'll just have to get it up and running. Grab the jumper cables from the trunk. We'll boost it from the car battery.
Red cable connected.
Give me a moment. I need to hook everything up here. And done. Now the Black Rattler. There she goes. But the old gelato served us well. Okay, I've got voltage. Start the terminal inside. And once the power is on in the building, get on that roof.
You got it.
I'll set up on the tower. We'll have the whole intersection on a platter. You flip the breakers when I give you the signal to do so, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Just break the glass and dive in. It's not as if someone will send you a bill.
Switchgear's got power.
Prime. We'll have some fun at the intersection. Let's get into position.
啊，是体人。
we wait?
Remember, as soon as we see it, you give us power.
Raffens will come from where? Any idea?
The northeast, I wager. From the freeway that was never finished.
Got it. Cover me, just in case.
Of course. They're rolling in. And my thorn. You see her?
Really, really hard to miss.
Let's take them by surprise. Let's try to do this quietly. If anything happens, I'll start picking them off. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Wait for him here.
Get good and ready. The show starts now.
Let there be light.
Grab the car shot. The driver has it. Look for the girl with the mobile.
Bunch.
Look around. Nooks and crannies. I'll be in. Tolerate the fever.
Could cut off everything from here, but I can't get in. It's locked down.
So who turned it on?
Been me.
Fuck. Cover it. We have to take all the cover. Let's pack it in.
Wait for me in the car. take the wheel.
Sure, sure. Leave the driving to the pros.
At last. And she's prime wheels, isn't she?
Dreamy indeed. No surprise you wanted her back.
She completes me.
See? Managed just fine without Mitch and Scorpion.
Listen, V, it's not over yet.
It's not? You got the cargo, you got your car.
I did not get Nash, who was not in Rocky Ridge. The fucker didn't show.
Pan Am.
Listen, I have a plan.
And I don't care. The car and the merch, that's what we were after. We got them. 6th Street awaits word
listen to me, for fuck's sake! I know where their little hidey hole is. We'll take the old unfinished freeway nearby. They will not be expecting us. I'm sure of it.
A Nash hunt wasn't part of our deal.
Only because I thought he would show up in Rocky Ridge.
But he didn't. Might not even be in their hideout.
I know he's there, V. That fucking raffle cheated me. I can't just let it go. I can't. Do you really not understand that?
No. Not what we agreed.
Are you joking? Tell me you are, please.
Not about to risk everything to settle a score that isn't even mine.
You don't get it. This is more than
no,
just—
Pan Am. Nash made a fool of you, I get it. But don't try and make one out of me. We hand the goods off to 6th Street, then set up the Hellman grab. That was our deal.
That was our deal.
Where's the meetup with 6th Street?
Hey, boss. Got your cargo. No, no fast ones. Come on, let's meet. Sunset Motel. I know you're not kidding. I'm certain to be there.
Not talking to me now? Real mature. You pouting like some wounded puppy?
Shut up.
Why? Aim not to talk for the rest of this thing?
I could have gotten him. He was right there. We could have gotten him.
There'll be chances. Right now, we got more pressing things on our list. So get your shit together, or tell me you're out. Now.
I promise to help. I'll help. Just give me a minute, all right? They're here. Let me do the talking.
Sensing trouble?
No. At least I don't think so. Hey, boss.
Pana! How's Nash? Doesn't seem to be answering his phone.
Don't call him anymore. There's no need.
You got balls, girl. What's this? A bonus of some sort?
We work together.
Change tunes like you change clothes, girl.
There. First class merch.
Mm-hmm.
So, everything's in order?
Check your account. Should be pretty plush in a couple of minutes.
It's been a pleasure. But I believe Rogue's the one who is to pay me.
You're all right. Think you earned a tip. Let's roll.
Hello, Rogue. What did you say again? Solve your own problems, clean up your shit? I got the merch and the car back. 6th Street is happy. That's 2 shits cleaned, bitch. Which means you'll get your cut after all.
I took my cut up front, honey. But I guess I'm touched by your concern. Till the next one, Pan Am.
One bitter cold bitch, that Rogue. Think she might have lost the plot.
Mean to say she was once sweet and alluring?
Never that. But she's no stranger to the other end of the stick. Think she might need a nice strong shock.
I need a drink now. Come on. Hello, Noah.
Hey, new biz or new friends back there?
Take a wild guess. Is everything good with you? Did those bozos come around again?
Raffins? Nah, it's been quiet. They'll be back, sure enough. This place has seen worse. What can I get you?
Broseph. 2 of them.
So that package for Street, what was it?
You didn't peek? Valoperidol. Drugs for the cyber psychos in our midst.
They trading them?
Yes. They have deals. With black clinics, rippers. Another one over here. Thanks, Noah.
Cheers. Let me know if you need anything else.
You've done your bit. It's time I returned the favor. We need to think hard about how to handle the AV.
So, Hellman, what's our plan?
Well, first I need to sort out how to down the AV with one hand while taking out security with the other. With what we want to do, we should make sure to be almost invisible. Let's meet back here around midnight. Agreed?
Sure, catch you later.
Noah, I'll need a room. Just for tonight.
My name is Dakota Smith. If you're looking for jobs out here, you will find them with me.
What nation you ride with, Dakota?
The Aldecaldos. But I do not ride anymore.
I'm V. Rode with the backers.
You rode. Past tense. And now?
Now I don't.
I see. We will be in touch, V.
Yes.
Ah, shit!
Ooh.
Can I help? No, you can't. I'll be done soon. The Raffins left are crooked as a bag of snakes. Are you ready to go?
That way.
Ooh.
Come up with anything? For Hellman, I mean.
As a matter of fact, I did. Look here.
Oh, shit.
Okay, tell me.
We're the wrench. The cutter is the AV. And the screwdriver is where the AV should bury its nose cone in the dust. Now, you must be wondering how we get the AV to do that.
That old HMG of yours?
My gun will be useful elsewhere. This caliber would barely dent the armor of a heavy hitter like that. There are other ways. Here. The clamps are solution. A sat-wave power station.
Power station. Wait, you want to use an EMP?
Bullseye.
But how? We can't generate that sort of pulse on command.
Would you like to bet me? We drive up to the power collection unit, break in and override the controls, lift any limiters. As soon as the AV is in range, we set off the electromagnetic turbo pulse. This should smoke the AV system.
So the drive, nav systems,
communications, everything. Out like a light. They won't stand a chance in hell.
Aren't you, counting chickens? We can't actually know the AV will fly over the station.
Of course we can, but we don't have to. You'll see. It's bound to be quite a ride, but not one you'll regret. I've got everything planned out.
Remember, need Hellman alive, unharmed. Gotta train not to blow the AV to bits, okay?
I know, but I'd say your man had best be buckled in. This idea, if it works, you'll be in for a rough landing.
All right, let's ride.
Great, hop in. It's cold out here.
读好快啊！秒一个残疾。
Who owns this power station? Gov or Corp?
Is there any difference? Who do you think pulls the government's strings?
I'm just wondering whose toes we're about to step all over.
V, look around. It is simple. Everything you see is owned by a corporation.
And now for something completely different. Weirdest thing you've ever transported. Go. 'Cause me, I had to carry a real Gannic iguana once.
Seriously? A live one?
Yep. Someone put him in a deep sleep, packed him in a cooler. No idea why, but man, I made a shitload off that job. Your turn. Think you can beat that?
The Deputy Finance Director of Kaukaz.
Whoa. I'd say it's a tie.
Dead. In the trunk.
Okay, fine, you win. You like to mess with the corpse, huh?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Or wait, scratch that. Rogue, Nash, the Raffins.
You're on thin ice, B.
You just like to mess with everyone.
Well, then I suppose it's a good thing I'm on your side, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We've almost reached the dam. We'll make a quick stop here. We need to calibrate you with the turret. I want you to be able to use the gun, too. It should up our chances in general. Connect here.
How should I connect? Personal link?
How else? Just watch the jack. Sometimes you have to jig a little bit.
Wired in.
Wait a moment. Diagnostics first. Shit, it keeps giving me an error. Odd. Let me work around it.
And now, Pan Am, here's Johnny. Out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Great work, V.
Hey, I think your implant has a virus. The one in the nape of your neck.
I've got a bioprocessor in my head that operates independently of me. Probably why your diagnostics flagged it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But no data will leak out of it through the personal link. Your ride's secure.
Fine. I trust you won't fuck anything up. Okay. Here goes nothing. See that pile of junk? Fire a short burst into it. I'll take care of the calibration. Good. Next target. Single shot. Okay. Just one more. Longer round. Great. We're done, I think. Now that wasn't so bad, was it?
Calibration's fine, but your soft could really use an update. Scanner controllers all a couple generations back at least. There's better tech in the bargain bin at a Kabuki flea market. I can help you with that, you know.
Yes, sure. The most important thing is that it works now.
So where's this power station?
You will see in a moment. I know a spot. We'll have a decent view from there. I just want to be sure the area is clear.
Sabotage a Corpo power station. Jump a Corpo transport. Kidnap a Corpo suit.
This a plug for the word corpo? Do you have a point?
Know what? You're starting to remind me of me. 50 years back. Minus the charisma. An impressive cop.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can just get along.
Could be something to that, I suppose. What happened to us? It must have had some effect.
You're more like me than you think. You'll see.
But it goes both ways. Maybe you're becoming more like me.
Nah, no way.
All looks clear. The area looks deserted. I see no patrols. The huge thing is the collection unit. And see the antennas? Each antenna collects microwave energy from satellites in orbit. That's then converted into electric power.
Antennas run a ways down the interstate. We set off a chain reaction that starts in the collection unit.
Then each antenna will emit a massive EMP burst.
While our AV flies right into our net.
We just have to send out the pulse at the right moment.
Let's go get her.
When we arrive at the station, you overload the systems. I'll set up a bypass link for the detonator.
Why don't I start with the transformers? Make mayhem in the relative voltages. Rest should move faster after that.
Not a bad idea.
随着你的技能的那个什么属性不一样，你回答也不一样。
Everything up past max.
Seems we think alike.
So what now?
We wait. We should time our arrival to the AV flight plan.
Got it.
干，干。
Good. Time to roll.
Done anything like this before?
Downing an AV? By myself? No.
No.
Why do you ask?
Thought you would have done something like this with your clan.
No. We did take back one of ours from a convoy once. But this, what we're doing now, the risk is so much greater.
You don't miss it?
What? Jobs like this?
Being in a clan, being part of a family.
I could ask you the same. How do you feel, all on your own?
Hey now. Didn't answer the question.
Because I have no answer to give. Yet. Okay, we'll be there in a moment. One last time. We drive in, fuck up the system, and get the hell out of there. Hold on tight. This could get a little bumpy. Get ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
I'll deal
I'll connect the detonator. Quick, V.
Ah, shit! Oh, shit! Think we might have overdone it, Pan Am!
You'll survive. Do you see that? All lit up and blinking like a Christmas
You
tree.
wanted 11. You got 11.
Fuck yeah. Let's get out of here before it lights us up, too.
V, get the fuck out before something happens to the chip.
Thanks for the tip. You know, I was just about to set up a picnic. Maybe lay out, work on my
I mean
base
it.
town.
Watch out. The next one might.
Johnny? Johnny!
Fucking hell. Okay, I'm fine. It's okay, just... It's okay, I'm fine, yeah. Just... delta the fuck out.
Not the cleanest job, perhaps, but it still went well.
What about the detonator? Is it working?
Yes, it's working. And I don't even see a drop in the signal strength. We just need to drive far away enough to keep the pulse from blasting us, too. The cliff there. We'll set up. It should give us a good view of the antennas. And then we wait.
Okay.
Here.
Always wanted to push the big red button on something like this. How do we know when?
Don't worry. I'll have eyes on it. You just wait for my signal. Then set off that pulse. They won't know what hit them. And by the way...
What?
We are about to knock a multi-million euro dollar Kang Tao asset clean out of the sky. How does that make you feel?
We only got one chance, Pan Am. Let's not screw it up.
Fear not. I finish what I start. Always.
Just noticed.
What?
It's quiet. The hum of the city, people's voices, the smells. It's all gone. Wind just intensifies it. I think I forgot quiet exists.
Mm-hmm. Though maybe not the smells. I mean, the coyotes. Rather hard to miss.
Thought that was just the air freshener in your Thornton.
Ha ha. Screw you. You'd do better to focus on the AV. Keep your eyes open. It's there. Coming from Pacifica. All right. Get ready. One more second. One more. Now! Fuck, V! Wake up! Shit! What's happening?
Going on?
Bullseye!
Pan Am, the engines are still running! Fuck, they're getting away!
They're going nowhere.
We gotta go after it!
Give me a moment.
Pan Am, what are you doing?
Oh shit.
That's how you do it!
It's losing altitude!
We got the bastard.
Let's go!
You got it!
No way it stays in the air after a blast like that!
Either land or crash.
You catch that? Over. AV, on mark. Losing out.
Fish!
There?
Scorpion! What the hell are they
Finishing
doing?
up at the generators. Follow them. On my way in a bit. Battery
Mitch,
should sort
Scorpion,
itself out.
it's Pan Am. Don't go near that AV. I repeat, do not approach the AV.
On the way, or I'll start the party without you.
It's Kang Tao. Wait for me, or better get the hell out.
They probably want to help the survivors, without knowing it's corporate. They can't hear me! The pulse is interfering. Shit!
I have 3 on radar!
Drones?
Yes. Get ready. They're trying to slow us down. We won't let them. We have to reach Mr. Scorpion.
Problem! Not shooting!
Shit! Probably gas can. I'll fix. Hold on tight. Going on autopilot. Seized up. Son of a bitch.
We're on our tail! Hit him!
I know! Fucking latches! Don't want to open! Just a second!
Hit him!
Oh, fuck.
It's nothing. I'm fine. Okay. For the time being, at least.
Time being's all we need. Saw it! Behind that hill!
Well, one less thing to worry about.
Pan you okay?
Fucking ricochet.
Think you can manage?
Sure. I'll live. Don't worry.
Hey man, where are you? Hello?
Perfect.
Scorpion?
Keep broadcasting over an open channel, just in case they missed you the first time. God, I swear. Something's not right. Did you hear those shots? V, something happened to them.
Let's check it out.
I see the wreck, but no Scorpion or Mitch. Looks expired. Fuck it.
改还过期。
V, connect to the drone. We'll scan the area. We have to get our bearings.
Let's roll. You connecting to visual?
Mm-hmm. V, if they got the Aldecaldos, if they got Mitch and Scorpion, I can't... I don't...
I know. Connected. I'm in control. Combat drones. Defense systems active.
They secured the area. They're waiting for reinforcements. Shit. Oh no. V, this does not look good.
I'm sorry. Your clan?
Aldecaldos. Mitch! He's alive! They have them!
Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. Your clan?
Aldecaldos. Yes. They're dead. All of them. V, if they...
Don't worry.
They
don't
set
know
up the
for
launcher.
sure.
They'll tear us to shreds if we get too close.
Can't we take it down somehow?
Maybe. But we have to get there first.
Got 5 Kangs on patrol.
Damned glitches, I could have warned them! This is all my doing! Why in the hell were they following the AV? The fools!
Probably keeping Hellman in the AV.
Mind that launcher. It will blow us to bits if we approach.
Okay, here's the plan. You stay in the car.
No, not so fast. I will go with you. Those are my people.
Pinham, hate to break it to you, but you're hurt. Wait in the car. I'll try and take out the launcher.
Fine. But I have Mitch's rifle. And we'll try to cover you from here.
Good idea. Let's move.
Let's get them!
What the fuck?
Threat detected. You are instructed to reveal your... Locating suspect. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
Path's clear.
I'm coming for you. Open the door. I'll cover you.
Step back! Back! Toss your weapons, or I'll shoot! I repeat, drop your weapons!
Easy now. Not too late for everyone to walk out of this alive.
We called for backup! Bullshit!
Last chance. You don't gotta die today. Let's talk.
Why should I believe you?
Pan Am, shoot it.
Listen. This isn't about you. Let him go and tell me where your passenger is.
I don't know where they took him.
Hell no! He's lying!
You don't know, or you don't want to say?
Let me get the comms back up. I'll buzz the unit. We'll talk.
Pan Am,
But only if...
you remember the
Shut
cowboy,
the fuck
don't
up!
you?
Pan Am!
God damn it!
Oh, shit.
Are you alright?
Just some scratches.
You fucking morons!
Did you get hit? Hang on, girl. I'll patch you
It's
up.
nothing. Let's go.
We couldn't retreat, Pan Am. They regrouped so fast. Started shooting rockets and shit. I lost everyone.
Everyone? Scorpion, is he here? Mitch? Mitch? He's safe, right?
Pan Am, I'm sorry. I didn't make it in time.
No. No! Are you sure? No, he...
Scorpion. The rest. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner.
They were good people. Great people. They didn't have to die here.
I should have stopped him.
I tried. He wouldn't have listened to you either. Never was much of a listener.
Stubborn bastard.
I'm guessing since you were out here for the AV. The question is, why?
I need the guy who was riding this AV. You know anything? See anything?
Took them with them. In our cars.
Where?
West. Small unit. Your passenger's entourage.
Must be looking for a way to call base.
So you're the ones who hit him with that EMP?
Yeah, we tried to warn you, but we couldn't connect.
If they took your cars, we might be able to follow their tracks.
I'll go after him. Stay with Mitch. I'll be fine.
I am going with you. I promised I would help. Besides, those bastards killed Scorpion. I won't let them go.
Don't argue with her, V. No point. Go. I'll call my people. We'll take care of things here.
We'll leave my ride here just in case. Just watch the gun, it likes to jam. We'll go by bike.
Sounds solid. Kang Tao lost contact with their AV. Probably looking for it. Better hurry. But pen in.
What?
You're coming back for her, right?
I promise. Let's get going, before they send a rescue party.
Let's ride. Hope they didn't go far.
We'll see. The tire tracks start there. We'll follow them.
Our guys were here. See them?
Let's follow. Find them.
Scorpions, I don't hate Night City.
He knew you that well.
Probably better than I know myself. He said when I...
Yeah.
Had enough of the city. We would stock up on canned kibble, fill a couple of thermoses with coffee and whiskey, hit the road. He said we would get away from it all.
Sounds like a real adventure.
Yeah. All I see is cracked concrete and rust. All their friends. They were in for one hell of a surprise.
I know. Look, you're alive.
Watch
Still
out!
got a few things to take care of, too.
Hold your positions and provide cover!
Time for the thing. Wipe them out, V!
Go, go, go!
That's for my friends, you assholes!
Careful, V.
Take hit! Pull in!
Hell yeah!
Control!
Jeez, are you trying to make new shrooms?
The rest must have taken Hellman with them.
If they managed to... Slick moves, V. Nice
Better
work.
hurry, then. Left a few peeps behind at the airstrip. Rest went with Hellman.
I would have done the same. They're looking to call their people. The last they want is to ride through the desert without backup. I hope Mitch contacted the Aldecaldos. All that damn interference.
They're coming for him. Don't worry.
You know what?
What?
This is my life right here. I step out of one pile of shit, only to trip into another bigger one.
Pan Am.
And pulling everyone else after me. I'm done. You hear me, P? I fuck up again, you better give me a good kick in the ass.
But you didn't fuck any...
Promise me.
All right, I promise.
That's where they're holding Hellman. You won't get out of this alive, you bastards!
She dies!
I'm in.
Hellman, he has to be here.
Grab your weapon!
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
The hell are you doing here?
This is my station. Name's Marty. Those fucking suits rode up like they owned the place. Took everything. Put me here and locked me.
Don't break ranks!
Who sent you?
Hey, easy. We gotta talk.
Who are you working for? Yorinobu Arasaka. Do you wish to take me back or...
What a shit-eating rat. He's about to either scream or run. Shut him up already.
Not a fan, I take it.
You haven't found a fan in him either. Motherfucker doesn't know who to be scared of more, you or Arasaka.
Don't take this personally.
Seem to recall you were gonna tell Takamura when you got Helmet.
Yeah, just a sec. I'll call him.
Just remember, you have Helmet and that's one hell of a card. Try to win something with it.
Takamura saved my life, remember?
Because it was in his fucking interest to do so. Still just Biz. He's no friend of yours.
Takamura, good news. Got Hellman.
Alive? What did he say?
Alive. Alive. Not too talkative now. Taking him to the Sunset Motel.
I will come to you. Keep him there until I arrive.
You got it. See ya.
Better take him somewhere you can talk in peace.
True.
Looks like your new Chimbas are here.
Is that him?
Sure is.
Take him outside. Toss him on the bike.
Stay right there.
The cavalry has arrived. Mitch gathered together a few elder helmets.
The road was clear. I don't think we were spotted. We would still do better not to hang around too long.
What do you plan to do with him?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
Tell me next time, then. Saul.
Everything's done here. All clear.
I heard Mitch is alive thanks to you.
Thanks to V and Pan Am. They both saved my ass.
I just hope he was worth it.
Saul, I tried to raise Scorpion. Maybe I could help out somehow?
I think you've helped enough.
I tried to stop him. Sure. Just turn around now. Let it all be damned. You're good at that, aren't you?
Look, Saul, it really wasn't Pan Am's fault.
Careful. You and me are not buddy-buddy. Besides, nobody's blamed anyone for anything, yet.
Sure. Right.
Pan Am was just helping me. It was my doing, my fault that AV got hit. Without me, Scorpion and his people wouldn't have gone after him. That's the truth.
When you're an Aldecaldo, you are always responsible for yourself and your people. The circumstances change nothing. Perhaps Pan Am should ask herself if she's still an Aldecaldo.
Damn it all. Hey, don't worry about Saul. He'll get over it.
I don't give a damn.
But he gives a damn about you, Pan Am. As soon as he heard what had happened, he ordered us to follow. He was worried something would happen.
Saul? That was his?
Look, maybe you two don't see eye to eye at the moment, but you're family, and Saul will do anything for family.
The thing is, am I even part of the family anymore?
You know you are. Come back to us. I understand.
Sorry you had to witness that. Things just get complicated. Dramatic sometimes. But I will manage. And you look out for yourself, all right?
Saul, Mitch, they really treat you like family. Maybe you should give them a chance.
It is not that simple.
Like any family.
They're coming. You have about a minute to get out of there.
Let's move!
I'm also headed out. Take care of Scorpion's bike. It's yours.
新车道。好，今天就先这样子了，洗澡睡觉。哈哈，水饺。